As soon as you get your stuff together and stuff's looking good for you, people want what you got, but they don't want to do everything you did to get to where you are.
If I love wrestling and you love wrestling,
Ooh,
then
that's a way to open.
Skye Blue here, and if I love wrestling,
my name is Masha Slamovich, and if I love wrestling,
hi, I'm Paula Blaze, and if you love wrestling and you love wrestling,
we love wrestling. Ah! We love wrestling, baby.
And boom,
And that's on period.
Welcome to We Love Wrestling Reviews. Usually we do independent shows. Today with Maddie from Top Row Squishy. What's up, Maddie?
What up, Trey?
So this weekend was a big show that happened. NWA in Power. I was there live. Maddie watched the show, and I hit Maddie. I said, "Yo, Maddie." I said, "Hey, yo, Maddie, you want to do a review?" She said, "Hey, yo, I watched it. Let's do this review." So this review is gonna be special. Me and Maddie are gonna talk about the event. In between some of the people that we talk about, we have some wrestlers who spoke on NWA Empower from the event right after the show. So that will be added into this review. But Maddie says she got the rundown.
I got the rundown.
We're gonna let her run down and we're gonna talk about NWA Empower. Oh yeah, go to NWA page, and when you hear, if you're not here, you're missing out because that's me. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, we love wrestling, getting their love. I love it. So this was a history-making event. I told people to go watch it. If y'all missed it, y'all can still catch it on FITE TV. So go do that. There was about 7 matches altogether, although the last match had 10 women, but it started with a trios match.
Oh, stop.
Stop. That's not how it started.
We are not going to. So you didn't see the pre-show. I don't think people saw the pre-show.
No.
So
I couldn't see it.
The pre-show was Skye Blue versus Christy James. Shout out Skye Blue. Skye Blue is family. They just had like a triple threat match at AAW, but this singles match one-on-one was a great match. It was a nice way to get the crowd started. Skye Blue did win this match. Shout out to Skye Blue. She's been on NWA. It should have been on the main show. Shame on you, NWA.
We're here with Skye Blue. I always see her on NWA. She was on the pre-show of NWA Empower. How did you feel about being here this weekend?
I am over the moon. This is so more than I could have ever expected and imagined, and still on cloud 9.
On cloud 9. How did it feel being in the chase, just hearing all the fans screaming your name?
I was bawling my eyes out afterwards. It was more than I could ever imagine. Just being able to look out and just see everything. I was just like, oh, I'm doing this. And it was like, yeah.
And you also told me something interesting about the outfit that you was wearing for the pay-per-view. Who made that outfit for you?
Well, the gear was made itself, but I fully bedazzled it and rhinestoned it. So
Skye Blue,
I can bedazzle.
Do you have anything coming up that we should be paying attention to?
I got places to be and things to do, but kind of just everywhere. So, yeah.
Thank you, Skye.
And then the second match was Kenzie Page versus Paola Blaze. If you don't know who Paola Blaze is, she's a newcomer. She was on a reality TV show, people telling me. She will be coming soon to the spotlight so we can get to know her a little bit more. Paola Blaze, shout out to her picking up the win against Kenzie Page with outside interference from Taryn Terrell. But that was the pre-show. Now we into the main show.
I was wondering where Skye Blue was because I knew she was supposed to be part of this. I didn't realize she was part of the pre-show. I'm going to have to look for those matches. All right. So then the main pay-per-view started with a trios match. And it was Chick Tormenta versus Kylie Rae versus Diamante. And Diamante got the win. That was a good way to start the main show. What you think?
I'm a Diamante fan. Click, click, boom.
Tiny woman, so strong.
It was a few. I'm happy that they got some time in the ring to do their thing. I really did like when she did the 2-person and rolled them both over, almost getting the pin there. Kylie Ray looking great, one of the best in the world. Chick Tormenta was out there doing her thing, one of the best in the world. But Diamante picking up that win. I thought Kylie was going to get it because it was an NWA thing, but I didn't put it past Diamante winning. But shout out to Diamante doing her thing. Love to see that.
With the beautiful Canadian Destroyer pin. I had a feeling she was going to win. I had her down for the win. So I was really happy when she got it. And her size, difference with the other two women didn't play any part in this match because even though she was little, she really did her thing. So shout out to Diamante. The next match.
She is not little. She is not little.
She's not short?
Well, she might be short, but her
I ain't talking about muscles.
Her personality is huge.
Yes. Well, little people usually have really big personalities. So
I'm not calling her little at all.
She's short like me, so I'm comparing her to me as far as height goes. So don't kill me, Diamante. The next was round 1 of the tag team elimination, and it was Renee Michelle and Sahara 7 versus the Hex, Marty Bell and Allison Kay. Woo, that was good. I mean, Marty Bell came out to prove something. Fellow Dominican. She said she wanted it for the Dominican Republic. She wanted to be acknowledged. She came to prove a point. And in this first round, they did. The Hex took it. It was a great match. They were really cohesive, Marty Bell and Allison Kay. I love them as a tag.
Yo, they was beating the out of Renee Michelle, yo. They was going in though. I love the back and forth for this match. Hell on Heels, y'all need to book them some more. Allison Kay and Marty Bell, being a tag team, I've seen them tag a lot of different places, and they rightfully moved to the second round, to the finals of the tournament. So I love the match. It was hard hitting. They was going at it back and forth. The ladies looked great when they came out. They looked great when they left. But yeah, that's one of the matches. Y'all should check it out.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Shout out to Sahara and Renee Michelle, because they for the culture, baby. Yeah, they know.
I feel fabulous, darling.
She feels like money, okay? We look like money, we talk like money, and we wrestle like demons, and y'all saw that last night.
I'm a little.
She's a little beat up.
Yeah, but it's okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we brought the heat. We brought the heat to NWA. We literally set this place on fire. Literally, it was hot as hell when Hell on Heels came on out. But we are honored, like, all seriousness, guys. We are honored. Thank you, Boss Lady Mickey James. Thank you, Gail Kim. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you, Producer. Thank you, Awesome Palm. Like, thank you for all the trailblazers. Like, we come from a generation where we came up and we got told girls don't wrestle and don't wrestle good. Girls don't sell out shows. And what did we do last night?
We
sold out the building, like sold out show for a women's show, all women's show, sold out crowd. Every single female on the card killed it and tore it up from the beginning to the end. And guess what? They said girls don't wrestle. Man, we do it better than the boys sometimes. Like, no shade, but shade.
But we look fabulous doing it.
So, like, in all actuality, we are honored and blessed to be a part of this. And like the momentum from Hell on Heels. History making, whether it's together or separate, our momentum, we're not stopping here, we're gonna keep going. So we just appreciate everybody out there for, supporting us, like seriously for the culture supporting us, because that's the main priority to us too. We are women of color and we always love to represent for our community and for the culture. So we appreciate the culture having our back, like going hard for us, man. Y'all don't understand. It's hard. It was hard for us to get to this position where we are now. We earned every opportunity.
Many years.
Many years we put this in there, but we just simply thank y'all from the bottom of our hearts for being like having our back.
I would hook myself more, but I can't right now because
also forever, but
I'm hurting. I'm hurting right now. I'm in battle wounds. I'm gonna get through it today.
We're gonna
But
make it.
I'm gonna rise another day.
Will we see any more Hell on Heels out here in different promotions?
Like we've done some other stuff.
Gotta wait and
previously,
see.
But we gotta wait and see
You gotta
because
wait
you know
and
we
see.
can't give you.
I'm
can't
not
give
giving you
everything.
everything. Why you being nosy?
Look.
Tell me you nosy.
Well, then came the part 2, first round of the tag team elimination, which this time it was Red Velvet and Kylie King going up against the Free Babes, Miranda, Gordy, and Jazzy Yang with Haley J on the side. And of course, Velvet and King got the win, which I didn't think was going to happen. I thought they were going to give it to the Free Babes, to be honest. But I'm kind of happy this happened because I wanted to see Red Velvet and Kylie King get some love. So I was happy. This was a good match. And Jazzy Yang, she showed up. And Miranda Gordy, too. I was just like, never really seen those two ladies wrestle, even though I know their history, you know, with the relations in their family. But their dads, but still.
Seen Jazzy Yang a few times, you know what I'm saying? I was excited about this match. Seeing Miranda Gordy. The Free Babes. I like the name as far as I personally just don't know if the 3 people that's in the Free Babes actually make up what the Free Babes should be. I like all 3 of them though. Colleen King, Red Velvet did their thing. The biggest thing in my head, like when the match started, I was sitting there, I was like, oh shit, I get to see Jazzy Yang, who if y'all know, I was talking about her back in May versus Red Velvet, like they in the ring going head up. And you know, I was happy from there. Colleen King is a beast. Big her and Miranda was throwing them bows back and forth. I was like, oh shit, I like that. But you know, Red Velvet and Colleen got that win. You know, I expected it. So you know, we all good. We going there.
Oh, I may be the leader. I did not come up with the name. That was a Mickey James idea. She called me and, you know, she talked it over and asked if I was cool with it. And I was like, sure, absolutely. It makes sense. You know, my dad had some NWA history and they wanted to get a bunch of girls together. She thought we were a good fit and here we are.
All right. So that's going to lead us into round 2. But before the finals of the tag team happened, there was another match that took place first. And I got to say, it was probably one of my top 2 favorite matches. It was Deonna Purrazzo versus Melina. And I've seen clips of Deonna Purrazzo here and there. And I've heard of Melina, but never seen her wrestle. I loved how she came out with her paparazzi. That was cool. I heard that's how she used to do it. I know she was out with injury. Deonna Purrazzo, oh man, the Impact Knockout Championship. That's what this was for. And god damn, can Deonna go? I'm a fan. I liked what she was doing. I never really seen her for a full match. She was really powerful. And she stayed on Melina. Melina couldn't breathe. She definitely made Melina regret getting in the ring, I think. What you think? No?
Melina, one of my all-time favorites. Shout out to her.
Sorry, Trey.
Deonna Purrazzo. I think I've seen her like 7 times live since last October. She's one of the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I say about Deonna Purrazzo that everybody else hasn't said? She goes out there, she shows up, she does what she's supposed to do. She wins the match and she leaves. She's stacking titles right now. So the way she attacked Melina's leg, you know, she's a pure technician when she's in that ring. So she got Melina down. Then she made her tap at the end, you know, cross face, grab both arms, got that leg, made her tap. Melina going home that year. Still your Impact champion. Shout out to Deonna Purrazzo.
Jesus. Technician is the right word for her. I saw her put Melina in so many different holds, and she would just go from one hold right into the next, flowing. It was beautiful. Then after that was the finals for the tag. So now the Hex met in the ring with Red Velvet and Kylie King. And man, did this come to a head. It was, you can tell that the Hex really, really wanted it. And that's not to take it away from Allison, from Kylie King and Red Velvet, because everybody was going hard. But you can tell that the Hex really, really had something to prove. And they did, because they became the tag team champs in the modern era. I love the way this ended. Kudos to Marty Bell and Allison Kay and Red Velvet and Kylie King for putting on an amazing match. Good.
The Hex.
The Hex.
If you look on our Instagram, we LUV Wrestling. All I said was put some respect on them two ladies' name, man. Marty Bell and Allison Kay. They've been out here. Like I said, they've been tagging for a long time. For them to be the first NWA champions in like 37 years. Allison Kay, I think she's the first woman to hold the NWA championship and the NWA tag team champions, women's tag team championships. I don't think anyone else has ever done that before. She might be the first, but she is the champ. So shout out to them, making history out there.
Hell yeah.
The champs, the Hex, baby.
How you like the belts? What did you think about the belts? What do you think about the tag belts?
They got tag belts. They look like NWA belts. I mean, the belts is cool. I like the color of them. They should have some like side plates a little bit more, but yeah, they got some belts.
That's what we said too. We were like, Tony, my husband wasn't really feeling the color itself. I liked it. I like the mint green kind of color. I don't know if it's different in person, but through the TV, the color came off as a mint green. I felt like it needed side plates. Like if the circle in the middle had two side plates, then it would have been a perfect belt. But either way, they're the tag team champions. They're the ones to beat. Can you do it? Can't wait to see who comes after them. It's going to be some amazing matches for those tag belts.
Allison Kay told Medusa or Alundra Blaze, if you know her like that, to get with Jazz and they can come and get a championship match.
Woo! Wee! That'd be something. You don't know? You don't. Well, after this amazing history-making match came probably my second favorite match of the night, which was Camille, the current champ, the Brick House.
Stop right now. Camille. Hey, champ. How you doing, champ? She's different. Camille is I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
She's different.
She is different. I have to be honest, I have not seen Camille wrestle. And I've been meaning to watch her match with Serena Deeb, where she dethroned Serena for that belt. And I haven't
love to see it. Love this. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But I'm gonna watch it. Because after I saw her and Layla Hirsch, legit Layla Hirsch in the ring for this belt match, I was like, okay, I need more Camille in my life. And hell yes to Layla Hirsch showing up. She's practically half the height of Camille, but she gave Camille a run for her money. I absolutely enjoyed this match. It had me on the edge of my seat. I loved it. I loved every single bit about it. And I do not think that even though Layla Hirsch lost, I don't think this was really a loss for her because, gosh, she looked great. She looked great in the ring.
What's up, Layla? You legit. You legit, Layla. You see what I did there? You legit. Yeah, I mean, this match back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Layla was out there doing her thing. Camille just being the monster that she is. Layla wasn't giving up, though. She kept going. But in the end, Camille was just a little too much. Camille's different, man. Like, this is probably the fourth time I've seen her wrestle live. Maybe the second time meeting her. So Camille, if you hear this, hey champ, we would love to spotlight you. I know you from Durham, North Carolina. I know about your softball back in the day. I know you an athlete. I know you in the what they call the bodybuilding competitions. We would love to have you on the spotlight you one day, Camille. Hey, champ. Okay.
Hey, champ. So that was that, and then came the Women's Invitational Cup. So basically, anybody who wins, whoever wins, challenges for the belt. So I gotta be very honest. I was not happy with how this ended.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's just because
I don't want to go there. Don't do it. Don't go ahead. Go ahead.
I had someone else in mind for the win. I'm not hating on Chelsea Green.
Who you had in
Congrats
mind?
to her. Yeah, I had someone else in mind for the win. I thought Genocide was going to get it. I have to be honest. I thought Genocide was going to get it. And when she got out, I thought Tootie Lynn had it. I was shocked. I really did not think Chelsea Green was going to be the first one in and also win the cup. I can say when it first happened and they announced Genocide in there, I was like, Genocide probably will win. I think it's going to be down the line that they build to a Genocide versus Camille match because they did have a standoff. It's far not they had a standoff on NWA a couple weeks ago. So a few things in this match. Shout out to Kiera Hogan. She came out there, showed out. Yeah.
Shout out to
I can tell you who came out.
Go ahead.
It was Chelsea Green, then Kiera Hogan, then Bianca Corelli, then Thunder Kitty, which I heard of but never seen, Genocide, then Lady
Hold
Frost.
on. Thunder Kitty. Stop it, okay? I see you at Shimmer everywhere. You bother me, Thunder Kitty. I like you, but stop it, okay? But it was good to see Thunder Kitty out there.
Yeah, people were wanting to see who Thunder Kitty was. Some people didn't know who she was, so I was watching on social media. Then Genocide followed Thunder Kitty, then Lady Frost, then Debbie Malenko came out, then Jamie Senegal, Masha, and that was ended by Tootie Lynn.
Hey,
Masha's hair.
Hey, talk about Masha. Hey, look, so I'm sitting there, right? And they don't say the name. I just see somebody come out and I look and I'm like, who is this? So when she does like this, when she's up there on the NWA thing before they say her name, I'm like, oh shit, that's Masha Slamovich. I'm like, look at her here. It's like some Bull Nakano type stuff going on right now. Shout out to Bull Nakano. If y'all don't know who that is, shame on you. But man, Masha came out, went to the top rope, did the dive. I said, oh snap.
This weekend was an absolutely incredible experience to be wrestling here in the Chase and to be wrestling with NWA, the most historic company in wrestling history. It was an amazing weekend, an amazing moment being in the first Empower Invitational Cup, so I'm very happy.
Should we be looking out for you in any other places, making a debut here at NWA Empower, just on AEW?
Well, like I always say, you never know where I'm going to pop up next, so you better keep your eyes on all of professional wrestling.
Lady Frost came out, ice cold, walking around the ring. Lady Frost, let me say, she had probably the best plan because she just walked around the ring and was like, I'm going to let y'all do y'all thing until Debbie Malenko came out and then put her in the ring. But
yeah,
the way Debbie Malenko got pinned by Kiera Hogan, chef kiss, because she had the submission on the Kiera just went through, and I was like, yo, as many times as I've watched wrestling, I don't think I've seen a pin like that before, where someone has the person in the submission and they crawl through and pin on. So shout out to that right there.
Yeah. She sneaked in there. She took it.
I really don't want to choose violence about this pay-per-view, so I'll just say this. Tootie Lynn coming out, big pop. She's in the hunter. When it goes down, and I believe Tootie Lynn pinned. Who was the last four? It was Kiera, Chelsea,
so
Tootie, and
So the last four was Jamie Senegal was pinned by Masha. Kara Hogan was pinned by Masha. Masha got out by Tootie Lynn, and then that left Tootie Lynn and Chelsea Green in the ring. And it took 3 people to take Genocide out.
When Tootie Lynn pinned Masha Slamovich. Now, people watching, I was in the building. Now, if you want to talk about, because everybody been talking about pops that happened over the last week. So when she pinned Masha, and it was just her and Chelsea winning in the ring, I don't know if I was somebody in the back and the way that building lit up. And everybody started cheering for Tootie Lynn, I would have got a message or something to the referee and said, hey, we need to put Tootie over. Because the whole, it wasn't like, oh, you got this little section because we're in St. Louis that's cheering for Tootie. It was like the people all around me cheering for Tootie, the people over there cheering for Tootie, the people I'm looking across at cheering for Tootie. Like hometown pops, CM Punk, you got one in Chicago, but that night, NWA Empire Tootie, no one can take that from you, that pop that you got, and then even the pop you got at the end. Yeah. Chelsea Green, yes, you won, congratulations, but to me, and the way, fuck it, I can't hold back. So Chelsea, you won, cool, you got the trophy and everything. But the way y'all went about it at the end, Tootie goes stand up, raising her hand and everything, it's her hometown. It would have only been better if she would have won. So, I was like, I don't really have no issue with Chelsea Green, but everything that I've just been calling like the Chelsea Green project since she's left WWE. Ring of Honor, NWA. Impact Wrestling, just like she's getting a bunch of these opportunities. So I just been calling it the CGP, the Chelsea Green Project. So congrats on your win, but in that night, in that moment, everything that transpired, Tootie Lynn deserved that win, and I don't think anybody there would have been upset if she would have got that win.
No, I think people were shocked that she didn't, because once Genocide went out, I was like, that's it, Tootie's getting it. For sure. She hadn't even come out yet. And I was like, Tootie's getting it. But she didn't. She didn't get it. So, yeah. That was like my main bummer of the night. I kept notes. So in my notes, you see why. I have the word why with a whole bunch of whys and question marks. Because it's like a ball drop, like a big ball drop. Can you imagine how that place would have exploded had she actually won? But I guess you live and you learn. Right?
Listen, the pop she got and she didn't win. Only if she would have, I don't even want to choose violence like that, but man.
How did you feel being on the NWA Empire show?
Felt very excited, actually beyond excited, because I felt really grateful to be there in the first place. It was a huge honor that Mickey even chose me, especially to be the first participant. It felt really good. I still got energy from last night. I'm still amped.
How do you feel about hearing your hometown crowd just light up for you in the room?
Overwhelmed with a lot of love because I felt that energy from my hometown. I just felt a lot of love. I felt really loved,
Well, Tootie, was glad that we was able to see you here on NWA Empower.
Thank you.
Do you think this will be a yearly pay-per-view? I think it should be.
This should really be like a quarterly pay-per-view. The Big Four. In the NWA Empire was trending number 2 from what I heard that night, just behind the UFC event. It proves that women can draw. So the number 1 trend around the number 2 trend was NWA Empower. around the world. So, you know, you got to be able to use these women more. Like, if you don't have women on your roster, like NWA Empower gave you a shitload of women who you can go out there, you can book and have on your show. Everybody was great. You know, AEW lended out their women, and they were. We saw the AEW women perform, and if you had any doubts that these women couldn't wrestle or anything, you saw them in 10 to 15-minute matches. So get that out your head. You know, women from the indie scenes, you know, some women from Mission Pro, women from Battle Club Pro.
It was a menagerie. It was a diversity of companies there.
Midwest
and
people.
Awesome Kong. We didn't even talk about her.
I don't want to talk about Awesome Kong.
Gail and Awesome Kong, you don't want to talk.
If y'all on this page, if y'all on the YouTube, just go look at that Awesome Kong video. I didn't know Awesome Kong got 225K views right now on the YouTube. My people were sending me pictures talking about you're in the trending section on YouTube right now with your video. So Awesome Kong is so awesome. So glad you mentioned that. So Paola Blaze, Genocide, Taryn Terrell, and they're Gail Kim. Me in my head, I'm like, Gail Kim's an Impact person, so somebody from Impact is likely gonna come out to save her, or two people from Impact. And then, you know, Awesome Kong's music from Impact if you've seen her wrestle. So I'm sitting there and I hear doom doom. I'm like,
what?
She comes out, she does her thing, and she goes face to face with Gail Kim. I'm like, oh, they about to, you know, some rivalry stuff. I don't really know what's going on, but then, you know, Genocide touches. She beat up Genocide. She do her slam on Paola Blaze. So we at the end, Gail Kim's outside the ring talking, and Awesome Kong's behind her. I'm like, damn, Awesome Kong about to smash Gail Kim right now. But you know, that's all I was thinking. I was like, she getting beat out of Gail Kim, but she didn't. She actually renounced her retirement. So I mean, in a sense of women's wrestling, if that's her last appearance, that was a beautiful thing. So Awesome Kong, thank you for everything you've done in wrestling. Thank you for your runs in TNA, your run in WWE as Karma. You won I think 3 women to be in the men's Royal Rumble. You did your thing. You run in AEW with the Nightmare Family. I don't know what happened with that. I thought we would see more. I thought I was gonna see you.
He was filming a movie too around that time. So.
Oh yeah, you was on the show on
Glow.
Glow on Netflix. Yeah, they didn't get to do season 3. I thought I was gonna see her beat up Brandy Rose, but I didn't get to see that. But I did see. I'm not Brandy, Nyla Rose. But I did get to see Awesome Kong here in Indianapolis in a match when AEW came when they first started off. So yeah, shout out to Awesome Kong. Oh, shout out to Mickie James too for putting the pay-per-view together. If you do another one, which y'all should, because you know NWA, y'all should be looking at that. Make sure you just do it the same way you did this one. There's some different women on there. The greatness. And shout out to the women who were on NWA 73 the next night. I know women was on the pre-show, and then Camille retained against Chelsea Green. Mickie James beat Kylie Ray. Deonna Purrazzo came out and attacked her.
Nice.
The Hex and Lady Frost, they beat Paola Blaze, Taryn Terrell, and Genocide, I believe. And it was another match, but I can't think of it.
Shout out to all the women.
Baby.
For making history, y'all. History making pay-per-view.
All type of history.
If you didn't watch it, go catch it because it's still available. You should still support all you people on social media who are always complaining, you know, about women not getting enough light. This was the one to support. This was the one.
Baby, it was the one to support.
It was great too, y'all. So
Is this gonna be a special Women on Wednesdays NWA Empower review? Oh, since we talking about women, shout out to the 4 finalists in the Ring of Honor women's tournament to crown Ring of Honor Women's Champion. You got Miranda Alizé, you got Angelina Love, you got Roxy, and you got Trisha Dora. Trisha Dora and Allison Cage just had a fantastic match on Ring of Honor this past weekend. If you haven't seen it, make sure you watch that. I believe the semifinals and the finals will happen at Death Before Dishonor, September 12th, Ring of Honor pay-per-view in Philadelphia.
Because women's wrestling is pro wrestling.
Everything's pro wrestling. I don't know what that means.
There was a sign on the NWA thing that said women's wrestling is pro wrestling. Just
if anybody thought women's wrestling wasn't pro wrestling, tell them to come see me so I can hit you in your mouth. Maddie, let the people know your social media so we can get up out of here.
Y'all can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Top Rope Squishy, and my YouTube is also Top Rope Squishy. Don't forget to subscribe, y'all.
If you own the podcast version, go to the YouTube. You can see the beautiful ladies as I talk to them. You can see Renee Michelle, how she's all scarred up. If you are on the YouTube, go in the bottom, click for Apple, Google, get subscribed on all that. If you just want to listen while you're on your drive, on your go, make sure you follow WLUV Wrestling. Make sure you subscribe to Top Rope Squishy. Subscribe to Down for the Count on Spotify. They got a bunch of series going from the ladies in different ways. It's real tight.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, we just but hey, I'm Trady. That's Maddie over there, you know what I'm saying? And like I always say, if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then
we love wrestling.
Hey, that's too sweet for the culture.